Solve for p in the equation below. We have 2 all over 2p minus 1 is equal to 3 all over 4p plus 1 plus 1/3. For us to solve for p in this equation, we are going to start by transferring 3 all over 4p plus 1 to the left hand side. This will give us 2 all over 2p minus 1. When it crosses, it becomes negative, minus 3 on 4p plus 1 is equal to 1/3. At the left hand side, we are going to find the LCM of the denominators of these two algebraic fractions. We are going to draw this horizontal line. The LCM of the denominators, we are going to take the product of 2p minus 1 and 4p plus 1. 2p minus 1 times 4p plus 1 divided by 2p minus 1 will be left with 4p plus 1. 4p plus 1 times 2 gives us 2 times 4p plus 1. We bring down the subtraction sign. 2p minus 1 times 4p plus 1 divided by 4p plus 1 will be left with 2p minus 1 times 3. 2p minus 1, and this will be equal to 1/3. Next step, we are going to expand the brackets at the numerator. This will give us 2 times 4p gives us 8p plus 2 times 1, which is 2. Negative 3 times 2p gives us negative 6p. Negative 3 times negative 1 gives us plus 3. All over, we take 2p minus 1 times 4p plus 1, and it is equal to 1/3. We are going to simplify the numerator. At the numerator, 8p minus 6p gives us 2p plus 2 plus 3 gives us 5. This will give us 2p plus 5 all over 2p minus 1 times 4p plus 1 is equal to 1/3. We are solving for p. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to perform cross multiplication. We are going to take 2p plus 5 times 3. Then we equate it to 2p minus 1 times 4p plus 1 times 1. So this will give us 3 times 2p plus 5 is equal to 1 times this remains 2p minus 1 times 4p plus 1. Expanding this bracket, it gives us 6p plus 15 is equal to, at the right hand side, we are going to expand the bracket. 2p times 4p gives us 8p squared. 2p times 1 gives us plus 2p. Negative 1 times 4p gives us negative 4p. Negative 1 times 1 gives negative 1. This will give us 6p plus 15 is equal to 8p squared. 2p minus 4p gives us negative 2p minus 1. Next step, we are going to transfer all what we have at the left hand side to the right. We'll be left with 0 equal to 8p squared minus 2p. When 6p crosses to the right, it becomes negative 6p minus 1. When 15 crosses to the right, it becomes negative 15. This will give us 0 equal to 8p squared. Negative 2p minus 6p gives us negative 8p. Negative 1 minus 15 gives us negative 16, which is the same as saying 8p squared minus 8p minus 16 is equal to 0. At the left hand side, we can factor out 8. 8 is common. 8 times p squared gives us 8p squared. 8 times negative p gives us negative 8p. And lastly, 8 times negative 2 gives us negative 16. We equate this to 0. Next step, what we are going to do is we are going to divide all through by 8. Dividing all through by 8, 8 times p squared minus p minus 2 divided by 8 is equal to 0 divided by 8. 8 will strike off 8, we will be left with p squared minus p minus 2 is equal to 0 divided by 8 gives us 0. This is a quadratic equation which we have to solve for p. For us to solve this quadratic equation, we can solve it by factorization method. We need to start by finding two numbers such that their sum is equal to negative 1 and their product is equal to negative 2. If we make use of negative 2 and 1, negative 2 plus 1 gives us negative 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. This will give us p squared plus the coefficient of p, which is negative 1. We are going to replace it with this sum. Negative 2 plus 1 times p minus 2 is equal to 0. Next step, we are going to expand this bracket. This will give us p squared plus negative 2 times p gives us negative 2p plus 1 times p, which is p minus 2 is equal to 0. This will give us p squared, positive, negative, negative stays, minus 2p plus p minus 2 is equal to 0. We are going to take the first pair, we factor out p. P times p gives us p squared. P times negative 2 gives us negative 2p plus the next pair we are going to factor out 1. 1 times p gives p. 1 times negative 2 gives negative 2 is equal to 0. We have two terms, and in the two terms we have p minus 2 is common. We are going to factor out p minus 2 times p plus 1 is equal to 0. At this level, for this product to be equal to 0, either p minus 2 is equal to 0 or p plus 1 is equal to 0. P minus 2 equal to 0 will imply that p will be equal to, we are going to transfer negative 2 to the right hand side, which gives us 2. Or, we go to the next, p plus 1 equal to 0 will imply that p is equal to, we are going to transfer 1 to the right hand side, which gives us negative 1. Then we conclude, therefore, p is equal to negative 1 or p is equal to 2. These are the two possible solutions of the given equation. We are done with the solution. If in case you have any worries, feel free to drop your questions at the comment section. Please, if you like the video, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.